All right, and we're live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our first ever Local Food Week cooking competition. I am so excited to welcome our 4 competitors to the stage who will be preparing a salad using all local food grown or prepared in Canada. We have alumni and longstanding volunteers and facilitators, John Drummond and Craig Stephen, alumni, volunteer, and member of the Ontario 4-H Council, Jennifer Pollock, along with 4-H Ontario ambassador from the Grey 4-H Association, Paige Grant. Each competitor will have 15 minutes to prepare their salad, and then they will be asked to present their salad and tell us why they feel their salad is the best. If competitors choose to include an item like chicken that requires more time, they have been allowed to prep that ahead of time. And we will be sure to share their recipes following the event. However, there is more. Viewers will have between now and June 11th at 11:59 p.m. to participate in a judging competition based on the salads presented today. Ms. Catherine Lambert, 4-H staff, will identify the placings based on the following criteria: creativity and ingredient selection, and engagement and presentation style and structure. The full scorecard will be listed in the caption and as part of the submission form. A link to the competition submission form can also be found in the caption. And lastly, the winner of the judging competition will win a $50 grocery gift card. And with that, let's get started. So I'm going to set a timer on my phone, and then our competitors will be able to start making their salads.
All right. Here.
Get off my screen, Laura. I need all the space I can get.
Alrighty, folks, are you ready? And
I already started. Sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead. It's all good. The timer is on.
Okay, here we go.
So I want to show you guys what I found. I'm making a lettuce salad, and to find lettuce from Ontario this time of year, but it exists. This is hothouse lettuce. Comes from Guelph.
Oh, okay.
I'm making my mom's potato salad, and for the record, I don't believe there was ever a recipe for this written down. But it's made with love.
I love it. Awesome. And tell us what you're doing over there, Jennifer.
I am doing an asparagus, and I have mixed greens that aren't from Guelph, despite being in Guelph, but they are a product of Canada. And I'm going to start off with blanching my asparagus. I have my water going. And yeah, I'll wait for that.
Wonderful. And Paige, tell us what you're making.
So I'm making a rhubarb cranberry almond feta salad.
Ooh.
That sounds very fancy.
I know, folks. I am super hungry now.
Which, if you guys didn't actually know, the leaf of this plant is actually poisonous.
So don't put it in the salad.
Yeah. Put it in the salad for Catherine to taste. They also make a good fan if you need to.
Yeah.
Things get a little hot in the kitchen.
Love it. And John, I'm going to go back to you here for a second. Could you tell us about the most challenging part of making this salad?
Well, the most challenging part was finding lettuce. I thought was going to be finding lettuce from Ontario, but actually it's just about in every grocery store. I had no problem finding Ontario-grown lettuce on June the 4th.
Well, there we go.
So I don't have a challenge. I just was surprised how easy it was.
Not so secret ingredient coming up here, but I am using some relish in my mom's potato salad. You can use pickles. My mom always used pickle juice, but we're putting a little bit of relish in there because that's always a fun surprise to find in your potato salad, which was made by the 4-H Pickle Club last year. And we are
more fun to find than rhubarb leaves.
Right? We're hosting another 4-H Pickle Club again this summer in August 15th to 17th. And I hope that we get some more members to join because we'd love to have a full complement of people coming.
That's awesome. Very exciting. And love a little shout out to our 4-H members who helped create that.
Right.
So, Craig, if you had a challenge with this salad, what would you say it is?
Not eating it all. Well, the fact that there's no recipe, but honestly, whenever I make stuff, I just you just keep adding stuff until it tastes right. And right now, I'm chopping up some eggs which, this is a great salad to have in the summertime because you don't want to have to cook in the kitchen and make everything hot. So I'm sure my mom was making deviled eggs and used the ones that didn't turn out so well to put in the potato salad.
So I found these cool pre-made deviled or hard-boiled eggs. And they actually come from just a half an hour from where I am. So talk about local.
Yeah. That sounds lazy and almost cheating, but I'm not going to point that out.
Oh. All right, I'll maybe jump to you, Jennifer. What would you say is the most challenging part of making this salad?
Currently, I am literally waiting for water to boil. So that's always a tricky part. Pre-making the salad, I found it tricky in the grocery store. There's a lot of, on the sign, it'll say product of Canada or product of Ontario. But if you actually look at the package of the actual item, it is not. So you kind of got to be careful on that it's a little sneaky that they, you got to double check your advertising on that front.
I was finding in the markets, they kept saying local, but that doesn't really tell me it's Canadian.
Yeah.
For sure. And Paige, maybe I'll jump to you. What do you find is the most challenging part of making this salad?
I don't really know. Probably not eating at all. It's like one of my favorite salads to make, but adding the rhubarb into it, so.
Awesome. And John, what are you doing now? It looks like you're...
So my salad is a 7-layer salad, and I've done the lettuce at the bottom, and I don't know if you guys saw really colorful lettuce. It was a red and green leaf lettuce. Now I've added the hard-boiled eggs. Now I'm adding peppers, which come from Leamington. So staying in Ontario.
Awesome.
I just want to point out that I'm grating some local carrots. Normally I would cut up some celery and put in my salad, but local celery is not available right now this time of year, so we're improvising. Plus it gives it a little bit of nice orange color.
That's very true. Okay. And Craig, if you could share an expert tip related to your salad, what would it be?
Well, what I did were the hard-boiled eggs this morning, because I did pre-prep those, was after I boiled them in water, I cracked the shells and then I put them in water, so that helps remove the shells. I just let them sit in the water, and that water seeps into the egg, and it makes it easier to remove the shell from the egg.
Okay, love it. And John, if you had an expert tip to share related to your salad, what would you say it is?
Well, it's with the next layer, which is going to be peas, and the tip is don't go easy on the peas, because honest to goodness, the peas make this salad.
Give peas a chance, John.
Exactly.
You measure peas with your heart?
Yes.
That's fair. That's how I cook all the time. Let's be fair. And Jennifer, what would you say is your expert tip when it comes to the salad you're making?
Expert tip. The original thing that I had was normal honey, and I'm going to use Hive Inferno hot honey, which gives it a nice little spice. And it is got it from Market Fresh, but it looks like it doesn't say the exact location, but it's Canada.
What kind of salad are you making, Jennifer?
I am doing a asparagus and strawberry salad with a balsamic glaze and goat cheese.
Oh, I love a goat cheese. That's awesome.
You never can go wrong with the goat cheese. You are generous with the peas there, John.
Peas make the salad. You guys might want to add some to your salads. I'm just saying.
Can you just pass me over some? I think I could put peas in my salad, John.
I think I'll come back to Paige when she just returns to the screen, but this is kind of time for our fun kind of questions here. And for those watching, the folks have not been prepped on these, so this is a little fun here. Jennifer,
yes.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it is not.
It is if you put it between two slices of bread.
Yeah, if you put it on like a
Hot dog
hamburger bun, that's a different story. But if it's on a hot dog bun, it's not a sandwich.
Okay. Here we go. And Paige, I'll just jump back to you here now that you've returned to screen. What is a tip that you would, or an expert tip that you would share related to your salad?
So, it's gonna sound really weird, but rhubarb, if you eat too much of it, it has a laxative effect. So please enjoy it lightly.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's like the only expert tip I can give about this one.
I think that's a good tip.
There we go. And we have our first question from the comments here. What does Craig's apron say?
Yes, I really need all these pickles. Which is a good segue to the fact that we're hosting a 4-H pickle club here in the city. Actually, we just had 20 awesome women from across the province here.
Totally awesome women.
For the adult pickle camp. And it
So
was
shout
so
out-
successful that I think we might do another one, but I'm not sure when. Let's just rest up a bit from that one, let's be
But
honest.
still, shout out to our ladies.
Yes.
You guys were awesome.
Okay, and we do have another question here from the chat. Linda Humphrey, very cool. What can't you put in a salad?
What?
I
What-
mean, you can put anything in a salad. I don't think there's any limitations.
No, I feel like there's
I feel like you
possibility.
probably wouldn't put hot dogs in, but you know what? There probably is a hot
And
dog
if there is
salad.
a potato salad with
I was
hot
gonna
dogs, might be amazing.
I was going to say rhubarb leaves.
Oh,
That's
I,
true.
I feel like a peanut butter pad thai salad would be amazing.
Oh, that would be really good.
Here's my next expert tip. I'm cutting green onions with scissors because that's safer.
Okay. Love it. And we'll jump then to the next round of fun questions here. Craig, would you rather never eat potatoes again or only eat food shaped like potatoes?
Well, what food is shaped like a potato?
You think on it.
An avocado.
I mean, there's too many options for potatoes to not eat potatoes, quite frankly.
And I love this because we prepped this ahead of time when we had no idea you were making potato salad. So this is very fitting.
Awesome. I have a bunch of baked potatoes left over in the fridge from our adult pickle camp this weekend. That seems like an ongoing message, but
Did you not use them for the salad?
I didn't use them for this salad because I thought that might not work. But I do know that you can cut those potatoes up and fry them up and have some nice fried potatoes.
All right.
The one downside of cutting onions with scissors is they shoot everywhere, but I'm going with it, okay?
It looks like you've got a big bowl there, though.
Thank you for noticing. Yes, I do.
All right. And I'll jump maybe to our other fun question. This one's for you, John.
Yeah, go.
If vegetables could talk, which one do you think would be the most dramatic?
Oh.
Vegetables. Onions. Onions would be onions.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
fair. I could see that.
They make you cry, right?
Good answer.
Right.
Yeah.
Happy.
I love it. And what are you doing now, Paige?
I'm currently struggling to open a thing of feta cheese.
You got feta. Okay. Feta. All right.
You guys went with the expensive ingredients.
And I
I
will
don't know. I think feta's pretty cheap nowadays, Craig.
Nothing cheap. It's because your dad bought it. Nothing
Yeah.
cheap, Dave.
I feel like I should point out, though, I'm using Ivanhoe cheese in my salad. Ivanhoe
You know,
donates grilled cheese sandwich cheese at CDX, and we love Ivanhoe. And I'm also using Gailey sour cream in the dressing. And we don't know where we'd be in 4-H in Ontario without Gailey.
I would just like to point out, thank you, John, for mentioning that. Working at the Gailey Dairy Museum here, coming live from the kitchen at the house of the Dairy Museum. I put Gailey butter in my mashed potatoes when I made them earlier. So
Nice.
And although this recipe calls for a cup of mayo, you could put in some sour cream in the potato salad as well.
Okay. And with that, folks, I will give you just a little bit of a warning here. We are ticking down the time on our 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
Heads up. If you need a little bit more time, it's okay. It's all good.
Okay, like I said earlier, my mom always put pickle juice in her stuff when she's making it. If there's a few extra pickles left in the jar, you can just eat them.
Nice.
That's a good tip. Yeah, we do have technically, we're rolling down the time, but if we do need a few more minutes, that's absolutely no problem. 15 minutes was just a guess. So
we need to have a hard stop.
I'm just
I
saying,
can't even figure out how to freaking open this.
for my 7-layer salad, I'm now on my 7th layer.
okay.
Does anyone know how to open this?
There should be a little tab on this.
Yeah, why don't you get your dad to help you?
Right? Okay, guys, I'm 19. I can figure this out. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Okay, you've got it.
Eventually.
Paige, I think you had skipped out on your fun question, so I'll throw it to you now. Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
Fruit.
There we go.
So why don't you put it in fruit salad?
Oh.
We could. We said there was no rule to salad. We said the only rule to salad was no poison, so. But I never thought to make a fruit salad. That would have been a little tricky.
Okay. I think we're almost there. I see
I
lots of
think I'm
mixed-
there, guys. I'm just smoothing out my top layer.
I'm just
Okay.
mixing up my ingredients and then I'm done.
Okay. I was gonna say you guys are almost bang on 3, 2, 1. And there's our timer. If you need a minute, that's no problem. Okay.
I was like, can I have like 30 seconds?
That's okay. I think Paige is just adding some feta there. John's
Catherine,
got
I want you to know that I'm done in the 15 minutes.
Everybody look at mine because it's the best one here.
As was like KJ, I always find it's very helps get your point across when you use a spoon.
Or a spatula.
Well, I got one of those too. It'd be really cool if we were really in each other's kitchens right now. We could all try each other's salad.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Next year, Craig. You've got to welcome us to
start.
the Gayley Museum.
I would do it. You guys would be more than welcome. Come for pickle camp, stay for the salad.
Oh.
Perfect. That should be on the shirts next year.
Awesome. Well, I think, Paige, while you're wrapping up there, we'll maybe get started with other folks on the presentation of their salad. So we'll come to you last. Maybe Jennifer, since I think you might have been first, you can go first. So tell us about the salad you've created and why you think it's the best.
So I made a asparagus, strawberry, and chicken salad. I have mixed greens and asparagus that's been blanched with strawberries, goat cheese, and chicken breast. And then topping, I have a balsamic glazed hot honey oil dressing. And to top it off, roasted pumpkin seeds that are actually grown in Quebec. And mine is the best one because it looks beautiful. It's lovely and plated. I also put through, and it has about, my FitnessPal is not loading, so I'm going to guess, but it's about 40 grams of protein, so it's nice and filling. Uses asparagus and strawberries that are in season right now in Ontario. And it's the best one here, so.
You said that.
Top 10 for sure.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Jennifer. And it does plate really well. You'll have to take a photo for us before you dive in.
Will do.
Okay, and Craig, we'll jump to you. Tell us about your salad and why
this
it's the best.
is my mom's potato salad. Nothing says summer like potato salad and a macaroni salad. But as I said, my mom never had a recipe for this, I'm pretty sure. It just was like you use leftover potatoes. She always used mashed potatoes, So, of course, I have some mayo in there. And as I said, the not so secret ingredient was some kind of pickles, whether it was pickle juice or relish or cut up some sweet pickles. You could actually do dill pickles if you wanted and garnish with some dill. I put some green onions and radishes in. Because celery isn't available this time of year, I switched to some carrots and put in some hard-boiled eggs, which basically are deviled eggs when you put everything in with them, and some paprika and S&P. I think that pretty much covers it all.
Okay, and why is it the best?
Well, it's because my mom, see? Like, so, it tastes like summer.
Love it.
Stop it.
Oh, thank you, Greg. Okay, we'll jump to you, John. Tell us about your salad and why it's the best.
My 7-layer salad. So it's fun, it's easy to make, it's delicious, and it's showy. Look at how lovely these layers look in that salad. So if you're invited to a potluck or to dinner where you're asked to bring a salad, this is the one to bring. But I've made it with ham instead of bacon, so it's a main meal salad. All right, you don't have to have anything with it; it can stand on its own.
Okay.
Everything from Ontario, so very local.
Awesome. And Jennifer says to bring it tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got company coming tonight.
Well, there you go.
That's perfect, John.
Yeah.
You already got
Awesome.
it. Go.
And we'll jump to you last here, Paige. Tell us about your salad and why you think it's the best.
Okay, so my salad is a cranberry almond feta rhubarb salad. I'll bring it a little bit closer for you guys. It is absolutely stunning. So it comes together really, really quickly, which is really good if you're lazy and don't want to cook, aka me. It's also perfect for like summer nights when you have a bunch of company over. Can easily be doubled or tripled. So like if you have a large group like John, it's very easy to feed. It's naturally gluten-free and vegan, so that is a good thing. So in case you kind of had any dietary restrictions, this one's a very easy one to make. Also, it will send all of your flavor or taste buds to Flavor Town, and it's probably better than your grandma's cooking. Okay.
Oh,
Throw down.
say those are fighting words, Paige.
Right?
Awesome. Well, with that, I'm hungry. And it has great work, folks. It has been a pleasure learning about your salads. And we thank you for welcoming us to your kitchen today. Viewers, you are now up. So please visit the link in the caption to complete the judging competition based on the salads presented today. You will have until June 11th at 11:59 p.m. to watch the video and submit your placings. Our judging competition will be announced on June 12th, and they will receive a $50 grocery gift card. Thank you so much for joining us in our local Food Week celebration, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
This has been fun. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, 4-H
Thank you.
Ontario.